Japet from the Feast Quezon City. I want to thank you for joining us today in our Holy Week retreat. We are now on our 7th day and it's Holy Saturday. We ought to thank God for making this possible. Amidst the pandemic, we are all here gathered in His name and we ought to thank Him for this. Wherever you are right now, I pray that you are in good health and you are safe with your family and friends. If you're joining us today, let us know by commenting down below. Type amen, hit the heart button, hit the like button, type a fire emoji, and you can share this to your family and friends as well. Our heart's desire to gather and to be with Him today cannot be quarantined. Today I want to share with you this beautiful passage from Luke describing what happened after Jesus' crucifixion. So I'll be reading from Luke chapter 23 verses 53 to 54. And if you read with me, it says, "Then he took it down, wrapped it in linen cloth, and placed it in a tomb cut in the rock, one in which no one had yet been laid. It was preparation day, and the Sabbath was about to begin." Our talk today is called the intermission, and I want to focus on the message, "The miracle is about to arrive." Why intermission? Intermission is an interval between parts of a play, movie, or a concert. Let me give you a few examples. Let's say advertisements that play before your favorite YouTube videos. That is an intermission. Closing credits before your post-credit scenes in movies. That is another type of intermission. Dance numbers or song numbers in between programs. That's an intermission. And sometimes intermissions are okay, but at times it's kind of annoying. There was this one time I was watching my favorite show on I1 TV, Cadenang Ginto, and I was on the edge of my seat, eyes glued on the screen, and I was waiting for a very exciting climactic reveal when an ad suddenly played, and I was irked. But what annoyed me more was the fact that I've ran out of skips. That magic button that you just click and it allows you to skip through all the ads and continue watching your show. Apparently, I must have used up all my credits for the day, and I had to watch the whole thing. And it felt like an eternity, I tell you. And it's kind of annoying because it kills the excitement. That, my friend, is an intermission. And why am I sharing this to you? Because similarly, Holy Saturday, in a way, is an intermission. It's the interval between two great scenes. You have the crucifixion and then the resurrection. Imagine you are watching a play and the last scene you saw was Jesus dying on the cross. And then the lights went out and it's just darkness, curtains closed. And you are in the waiting. What's going to happen next? And then you see Jesus' torn and beaten body lying there inside a tomb. And that heavy stone rolled in, shutting the doors closed and the lights out. And again, it's just darkness, cold and dark. It's an unbearable sight and uncomfortable scene, but a familiar one. Cold and dark. Why? Because you, my friend, and I have been through such times. It's that time you felt like you're dying on your own cross, when opportunities close down on you and doors shutting right in front of your face. It's that time you woke up tired, you get torn in your daily battles, and you went home beaten. It's that time you felt like you were shut inside a dark and cold tomb, and there's nothing, not even a single ray of hope is shining through. And you just felt hopeless and helpless, and it's just darkness. I love watching Marvel cinematic movies because they always have post-credit scenes. You know that the movie has ended, but you stay seated, patiently waiting through the credits. You wait because you know you're about to see something really exciting. But after the credits, after the intermission, another story begins. In life it's the same. Sometimes we feel, or it may appear that our story is over or it has ended. But if you know the ending, then you'll realize that you're just in an intermission. It may seem dark now, but if you wait, another phase will begin. Another chapter will open. your resurrection is coming, that you just gotta wait because the miracle is about to arrive. You know, lately I've been seeing a lot of pictures of a clearer and bluer and brighter sky showing up on my Facebook timeline. And it's a beauty, really. You imagine a clearer sky with the clouds and the sun shining through. And you see the trees with the green leaves and it's swaying with the wind, and the birds are flying freely up above. What a beauty, right? But the question is, has it always been this way? Has it always been this beautiful? No. Genesis reminds us that in the beginning, earth was formless. Earth was dark and earth was empty. But you see, God was meant to move. He was meant to speak light into your darkness. And you'll now have your day and your night. And He's not stopping there. He was meant to speak more into your life. And you'll have the seas and the skies above and the trees and the animals. And He's not stopping. He continues to move. And He will show you what He can do in your life. And it's not limited to the darkness or the void or the emptiness that you are in right now. You just gotta wait. You just have to wait because your beauty is coming. You know, I love that word, waiting. It gives you a sense of rest, but it's not actually a rest. It's more like an active rest. It's a verb. It's an action word. It makes you think that while you wait, something is happening. You're not stopping when you wait. It's hardly a pause. When you wait, you allow things to happen. You allow miracles to happen. Miracles around you and within you. Let me share with you this beautiful story about one of my favorite couples in the Bible, Abraham and Sarah. Abraham and Sarah wanted to have kids, and God promised them kids. So they waited and waited and waited. They've waited long enough that they got impatient. But God reminded them, and God said, you know, I keep promises. So they waited some more and waited again and got impatient again. And God told them, you'll have kids. And Sarah, who by the time was too old to bear a child, laughed at the thought of it. Maybe she was thinking, oh, I'm too old to have a baby. But they waited. And you see, what's impossible for mankind is still possible to God. Sarah got pregnant after Abraham's 100th birthday. They waited and they had Isaac. And Isaac had kids. And kids. See? That's why we have the song, Father Abraham has many children. But what struck me most in the story is not that they had patience or they waited. It's that they waited on the promise of God. They waited on God. Because if you'll have to wait, then wait for that one who delivers. Wait on the one who keeps the promise. Wait on the one who never fails. Wait on the one who resurrected and has resurrected from the dead. Wait on the name of Jesus, because if you wait for Him, you know you never wait in vain. In your waiting, He's moving. He's preparing something. Healing is coming. In your sleep, He's speaking life into your dreams. Believe that God is still in the business of creating miracles. In your darkness, a heaven awaits. Chains are breaking. Walls are crumbling down. You just gotta wait. Wait, because your miracle is about to arrive. You know, in the process of waiting in this intermission, while Jesus' torn body and beaten body is laying there inside the cold dark tomb, He actually descended into hell to free the just who have gone before Him. You see, even if we feel like we're just waiting in vain in dark and there's nothing happening, you see, He is still moving. He's moving. Your miracle is about to arrive. It is. Let me share with you this beautiful passage from James. I'll be reading from James chapter 5 verses 7 to 8. And it says, "Be patient, therefore, brothers, until the coming of the Lord. See how the farmer waits for the precious fruit of the earth, being patient about it, until it receives the early and the late rains. You also be patient. Establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord is at hand."
while I'm waiting.